Hello students, today I am going to explain chapter number 4 of your book, that is cube and cube roots. Okay, so first of all I am going to give you introduction. So what is cube? What is cube? So if you talk about 3D figure, so that 3D figure, what are 3D figures? That 3D figures have length, breadth and height, and they are also called solid figures. Like this is a 3D figure in which length, breadth and height are there, and again you can see length, breadth and height, and all are same. 2 you can see here 2, you can see the length, breadth and height all are of 3 centimeter. So this type of solid figure is called cube. So a cube is a solid figure having length equal to breadth equal to height. Okay, now we will talk about the cubes in mathematical form. So as you know that if we multiply any number 3 times, like this 1 to the power 3, so if we multiply it 3 times, 1 into 1 into 1, so it will be 1 again. So this is called 1 cube is equal to 1. Similarly 2 cube is equal to 8. It means in cube we have to multiply the number 3 times. Suppose if the base is negative, minus 5 to the power 3, so it will be minus 5 cube. So we have to multiply minus 5 3 times, then it will be minus 125. So it is minus 5 cube, that is equal to minus 125. It means cube of negative number is always negative. Now you can see the grasped box in your book, that is the cube of a rational number x upon y is equal to, so when we can write it x upon y to the power 3, and it is just equal to x cube upon y cube. It means we have to make cube of numerator and make cube of denominator. For example, 2 upon 3 to the power 3 is equal to 2 cube upon 3 cube, that is 8 upon 27. Now we will talk about perfect cube. What are perfect cube? So the perfect cubes are those number which have an integer y such that y cube is equal to x. So a number x is said to be a perfect cube or cube number if there exists an integer y such that y cube is equal to x. It means you can see this example. Suppose this is for example we can write here 2 cube is equal to 8. So in place of x it is 8 here, and in place of y it is 2 here. So if this condition is there, so the 8, this number is called perfect cube. It is always perfect cube. Okay, now we will talk about some properties. This table is given in your book, page number 45, that the number 1 and this cube of this number is 1, cube of 2 is 8, okay, cube of 3 is 27 and so on. So it is given till 20. So you have to learn this table. And now properties of cubes. So there are some properties of cube in your book. So first property is the number having 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 or 0 at ones place have the same digit at the ones place of their respective cube number. So for example, if 11 cube is equal to 11331, so you can see that the unit place of this number is 1 and unit place of the cube is also 1. Both are same. Similarly 24 cube is this, so unit place of 24 is 4 and unit place of this number is again 4. 4 same. Similarly 5 same, 6 same, 9 same and 0 same. So you can see that if the number having 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 or 0 at one's place, the unit place of the cube will also be the same number. Property number 2, you can see property number 2, the number with 3 at one's place will have 7 at one's place of their cube. You can see in table, if there is 3, so the unit place of cube is 7, and in 7, if the number having 7 at one's place, the unit digit of cube will be 3. You can see here. Okay. Next property, in the same property you can see that if the unit place of the number is 2, so the ones place of cube will be 8, and vice versa. Vice versa means opposite. If unit place of the number is 8, so unit place of cube will be 2, like this. 8 cube is equal to 512. You can see here 8 is ones place and here ones place is 2. Again the property number 3, the cube of an even number is always even and that of an odd number is always odd. This is very important property. Cube of even number is always even. Okay, like 4 cube is 64. This is even, this is even. And the cube of an odd number like 5 cube is 125. The odd number cube is odd. So the product of cube, next property, the product of cube of two number is equal to the cube of the product of the numbers. For example, 2 cube multiply 3 cube is equal to 260. 2 multiply 3 cube. So we can write in formulatic way like this. It means x cube, cube of one number and cube of second number multiplication. It means product. So as you know that you have learnt it in exponents, that if the powers are same and bases are not same, so we can write the power single time and write the basis with the same mathematical operation. So here it is product, so you can write x multiply y to the power 3. Next property, you can see that volume of cube, it is the formula. It is very important formula for if the length of side of cube is given, so you can find the volume of cube very easily. The volume of cube is length of side of cube to the power 3. It means we have to multiply the length 3 times. And the next property, the cubes of negative number is always negative. So minus 4 to the power 3 is equal to minus 64. We can multiply 3 times. So minus minus plus, and this minus and this plus and this minus will be minus again. Okay. So now how can we find the prime factorization of perfect cube? So we can check it is perfect cube or not. Prime factorization of perfect cube, it is given on page number 47. So how can we find the prime factorization? Suppose a number is given 1728 on page number 47. You can see it. This is an example to do the prime factorization. So this method is well known for you because in earlier classes you have done this. So it is divisible by 2. So we can divide it by several times by different numbers, different prime numbers. You have to divide this by prime numbers only. So we have to write this number 1728 is equal to, how many times are 2 there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times 2 and 3 times 3. So make them make triplet. Triplet means group of 3 numbers, because this chapter is of cube and cube roots. So we have to make pair of 3, group of 3 numbers. So it will be 2, 2, 2, one group, and again one group and one group. So you can write every base has power 3, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 3. It means we observe that all the prime factors appear in the form of triplets. So it means it is a perfect cube. It means if all triplets are completed, then this number is a perfect cube. And if all triplets are not completed, so this is not a perfect cube. Okay. So now next example for you. Example number 2 in page number what? Page number 48. Example number 2 is 9261 is a perfect cube. So make prime factorization of 9261. So when you find the prime factorization, you will get 3 times 3 and 3 times 7. So you can write it 3 to the power, all the triplets are completed. So since all triplets are completed, you can write this is a perfect square. Now next question, next example for you. What is the smallest number that should be multiplied to this to get a perfect cube? It means we have to find the smallest number. So find the prime factorization of this. So when you write the prime factorization in product form, you can write here 2 3 times, 2 3 times again, 2 3 times again, and 1 3. So make triplets. So when you make triplets, you can see that triplet of 3 is incomplete. Triplet of 3 is incomplete. So it is written here 3 is not appearing in the form of triplet. It is not in the form of triplet. So how much 3 we required to make it complete, make triplet complete? So you can see that 2 3 are less. So to get a perfect cube number, we need 3 to appear in the triplet form. So we need 2 more 3s, okay? Because 1 3 is there. 1 3 is there, we have 2 more 3s. So it means the required smallest number is 3 into 3. That is 9. So it is the smallest required number that should be multiplied to get this perfect cube. Similarly, example number 4 for you. What is the smallest number that should divide 3 6 4 5 to get a perfect cube? Now the question is of division, okay? So first of all, make the prime factorization of this number. So when you make the prime factorization, you can see that 5 into 3 into 3 and 3 into 3 into 3. So make triplets. You can see 2 triplets are complete, but the triplet of 5 is not complete. So what can you do in this question? You have to, here 5 is not appearing in triplet form, okay? 5 is not in triplet form. So if we remove this 5, we will get a perfect cube. See, if we remove this 5, so it means all triplets are complete and this will be a perfect cube. So it means that if we divide this number by 5, so it will be a perfect cube. So smallest required number is 5. So now we will meet you again in second video of this chapter with cube roots and from different methods. So now, till now, thank you.